Illuminated Faith project illustrates our belief that within each of us is the light of God. It is a celebration of our call as a faith community to share in the joys and worries and wisdom that is deep within us. Listen as Courtney shares how reconnecting to music has brought her to a place of peace and balance.
I believe in music. As an autistic kid growing up in a loud house with extroverted siblings, I often found myself overwhelmed. I had intense social anxiety and always felt overstimulated by school, friends, the school bus, everything. But ever since I can remember, music has had a calming effect on me. From my mom playing Für Elise on the piano while I twirled on my tippy toes, to my last high school concert where I sang a duet with one of my very best friends, I could always get lost in it. It didn't matter what was going on around me. I could finally breathe and let the calm wash over me. In college, music became more of a chore. I thought I was going to love being involved day in and day out with music making. Instead, I spent less time in ensembles and practice rooms than I did in classrooms, overwhelmed by the sheer volume of work I had to do with analyzation, history, and studying the notes on the page. For me, music was a sensory experience, and this was taking the joy and calm out of it. After college, and after I'd given up the idea of a career in classroom teaching, I dipped my toes back in the water. I joined a local jazz band with my now husband. I began to play the piano for enjoyment again, and before I knew it, a few hours had passed. I began listening to the same pieces again that had once brought me such joy and relief, and I found peace and balance back in my life. I've since begun teaching again, but on my own terms, one-on-one lessons and working with the children's choir at church. I've also learned to recognize my limits, and music still brings me joy. It's through music I'm able to feel and express the most emotion and sort out my brain, and it's brought me further than I had ever imagined.